Valley Club, are you sick of losing wars? Are you tired of stressing out of the perfect counter for each room? If only there was something that could hold your hand and guide you through it all. Well, that thing is here. Gambot is the perfect tool to assist you in all your Marvel Strike Force wars and a lot more. And joining me in this video is the creator of Gambot, brother MacItaly. And if you're ready to never lose a bad war matchup again, then brother Mac, let him know what to do.
Smash. You're gonna smash.
And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great weekend. This is brother MacItaly, the creator of Gambot, and we're gonna help you never ever lose at war again. Before we get to all the things about Gambot, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel, usually more. We got all sorts of videos, question and answer videos, news videos, things like this to help you never lose in a specific game mode. But how have you been, brother Mac? I have not talked to you since we met at the Envoy Summit.
Yeah, things have been really good. It's been a blessing. So I've been working hard on Gambot. I've been working hard on some war stuff. I'm super excited to be able to come here, talk to you, show you what we've got, and to let all of you other people know how they can smash in Gambot and smash war.
Yes, I know this has been around for a while. My alliance has been using it. I've had no idea how to use this. I've been wanting to talk to you. We talked a little bit in September, October when we met.
October, yeah.
Yes, this looks good. I'm finally ready to learn how to smash at war. So where did all this come from? What is the genesis of Gambot?
Well, genesis of Gambot started just with building a bot in my spare time and then reaching out to another content creator and getting to work with him. We ended up building the bot around all of his opinions and ideas, and we just built this amazing thing. And through time, Gambot has kind of evolved and grown, and Tana's kind of gone his way, and Benny's kind of gone his way, and everybody that was once contributing, that we were once so isolated with Gambot, has now become this like, hey, let's get all the content creators and let's get everybody involved in it. I'm in here for the community, and now that I've been able to have this kind of access to being an envoy to all these other content creators, it's like let's let everybody be able to be a piece of it and have access into this bot and submit and just do this and that. So I just wanted to create a bot for the community, for the people. We've grown so much. I've got over 1.5 million interactions with Gambot. So that's saying something. I average over 25,000 war commands a month. People are just in it, looking at it, and using it for this reason. So to be here to show you kind of what it can do, how we can get more people involved, and how it can benefit you in your war while you're battling 3 times a week. Let's get it done.
Yes, war was not really something that I took very seriously, because when I want to do my attacks, there's like a team that I don't want to attack. But I think this is going to make it a lot simpler. I want to show a few different things on this. This is a screenshot that you have. So when you enter war counter, you enter a team like New Avengers. For example, the TCP, 1.25 million that you're facing here.
A couple of things you touched on. The team, when you enter in the command, make sure that people know that you have to type something in. So it's going to go to an autocomplete, and it's going to try to match the closest fit, but you have to start typing in there. It's not just going to populate a list for you. And then with the TCP, I round to the nearest 1,000. So while you may be seeing 1250, that really means 1.25 million. We're looking here, we're dropping off the last 3 digits, so we're not dealing with all that. And then this is going into a box and whisker plot. So this is one of the commands I'm most proud of right now. Here we've selected, hey, we're countering a New Avengers team that's 1.25 mil. What is going to be the best counter to this? So in this, it displays both the text version, and then it generates this chart for you every time. So every time somebody does a command, it regenerates a new chart for them. So it's based on all the data that's in there. People make new submissions, we add it into the bot. You're getting new updated data all
in real time.
Yes,
real time with this. It's nice. Okay.
So here you see these box and whisker plots, and the plots get their name box and whiskers because they have a box, and then they spread out if there's enough data to show whiskers, which are these quartiles. This is basically taking all of the data, breaking it up into quartiles, means like the first 25, the last 25%, and the middle 50%. And it's based on the range in which the numbers are involved. So here you're looking at a war dogs, right? You're seeing, hey, the range is a 1.9 mil to up to about a 2.5 mil. And that's from the beginning of the box to the end of the box, not the whisker. There you go.
Oh, just this part here. Okay.
Right, just that, because that's the most recommended range. Now, you see that red dot that's just chilling out in the middle?
This
down
one,
there?
yeah.
That's called a outlier. So here you can see somebody went in with a Sinister 6 with a Doc and a Green Goblin Classic and was just way stronger than they needed to be against this new Avengers team, and was able to go in, and it was looks like 1.8 million higher than the new Avengers team that needed to be. So that's a surefire win.
Overkill is underrated, my friend. That's not necessarily a bad thing. No.
You'll see some of these, they say recommended, and it's got the first number and the last number. They're the same. That means there's only been one submission, and that's going to be right at the middle. Yeah,
the zombie is a good example.
So somebody's gone in with a 3 mil punch up on a new Avengers and won. And I know why, with a 3 mil punch up. So here, this is what's going to populate with every embed too. It kind of breaks it down for you. You've submitted new Avengers 1.25. It also lets you know, hey, it is important to keep in mind some of these submissions have been made before, during, or after previous war seasons and war rules. So please use a reasonable amount of discernment when checking counters. So for instance, if Spider Society is getting a huge boost this war, some of these Spider Society, well, they're a relatively newer team, Heroes for Hire, they're getting a boost again. So you might want to use some discernment when you're looking at some of those counters. So always be mindful. And then also, if you're taking a team into the reactor, just know you're going to have disrupt on your guys. So having some of those, taking a team that normally works on pre-buffs, and then you're going into a certain war room, you just have to be mindful of how war works when using bot as well.
MacItaly, the way to get this installed, we were going over this earlier. You said to click, if you go into your server, and the link to your server will be down below, the Gambot server. If you go into this bot and go to the profile, and when we get to this profile, you get to this section here. You could send it. I don't think it's going to respond if you send a message, but you add app, and you could add it to any server that you're a mod of. Is that the way it works? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's what I use for Midjourney. Here's my main one, and then another one that I use. So if I wanted to add this to the main ValleyFlyin smashing channel, it will authorize all this. Boom. And now it is on the ValleyFlyin channel. All right, so let's say you have this on your server now, or whatever server you're on. Let's enter some commands. What is the first command that we should test out here to show the community?
Well, I think the first command that anybody's going to do when they go to Discord first, it should be ! smash.
Smash. Let's do that one. !
Smash.
Oh, excellent. Jeez. Oh, look, what is this?
Boom. This now.
ValleyFlyin videos? What is this? This is cool.
So, this goes to YouTube, and it scrapes your YouTube channel, and it pulls off your most 25 plus recent videos in time order and creates links. So here people can see exactly what videos you're putting out, go directly to your videos.
All right, that is the first command that you guys should use. ! Smash. I like that one. All right, so Mac, after they've entered that best command, that ! Smash, let's say that we want to counter some wars. I'm thinking, let's say I see a 2 million nowhere in war. How do I counter that?
A 2 million nowhere. So what you're going to do is we want to counter it. Let's look at the box and whisker plot. So let's do a / command war, and then you should see counter box and whisker pop up. Perfect. Click that. We're going to start typing nowhere. So like KN, and it should populate for you.
Here we are. Okay, nowhere.
There it is.
And TCP, they're 2 million. So we're going to 2,000.
Yes, exactly. Because we're rounding to the nearest 1,000. Excellent.
And
click enter.
It's thinking, right here. Okay. All right. So this is what popped out. We could beat it without a time. We could beat it with our own nowhere. Ooh, we could actually punch up with our own nowhere. And extreme, we could punch up with them, and we could punch down with the secret defenders.
Right. That's what it looks like right now.
I like it.
Let's flip the script, Valley. Let's say that you're sitting on a 2 million nowhere. Let's say you just got a 2 million.
Let's say I have a 2 million nowhere.
And you need to target. Who is the best target for your 2 million nowhere? So let's go to war target.
War target. Okay.
Yeah. Type WAR, and there it is. War target.
Here we go. War target.
Put in nowhere.
So there they are again. And
Click TCP. This is very important to click your TCP.
Okay, I missed this one before. TCP, and this is when I put in my 2 million nowhere. What do I beat? I can beat a Heroes for a Hire, Death Seed, Black Order. Okay.
So this will show you all of the things, and then what the predicted TCP is of the opposing team. So if you've got a nowhere that's at 2 mil, then it says you could punch up to a 3.8 mil Heroes for Hire, a 3.7 mil 3.7 mil Death Seed, Black Order up to 3.5 mil. These little numbers next to the piece of papers represent the number of submissions we have that are showing that these teams have one-shot the other. So you can rest assured that these submissions have been done, are from trusted sources. So getting that in.
Now, you said that before we started recording, there's a way to see what all these matchups were, right? How do we do that? All these matchups that were submitted for this.
So if somebody's looking at this and says, what, I've gone against Unlimited X-Men, and there's 9 matchups of this, I want to see what those 9 matchups are. So you can actually look. Gambot has these war matchups. So you'll use /command war matchup. War matchup.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. And then attacker is nowhere.
Nowhere. Let's select that. Defender was
Unlimited X-Men.
Unlimited X-Men. There we go. And enter.
Hit enter. And now here it'll actually show you what the submissions are. So these are the 9 nowhere versus Unlimited X-Men submissions. Wow. So you can actually see what people are punching up with, what people have used in war to effectively win in a one-shot.
Nice. I like this. This will make it easy. So if I have a team that I'm like, I don't know what to use this for. None of these matchups, I could save it for one of these teams. Makes it super simple. I like this.
Exactly. So we do so much stuff with countering, but then oftentimes in war, I may be at the end and I'm like, I have these 3 guys left, but I don't know who the best team to use them on is. There we go. Gambot to the rescue.
Now, what if I do some crazy matchup? Now, what if I have my 2 million nowhere, and let's say I punch up on a 3 million Merc for money? How do I enter that in?
Oh, this is oh my gosh, great question. And this is how we keep building it. And what I want from the community is we want to be able to submit your war matchups, right?
Okay, how do we do that?
So you'll go to /command, submit. There you go,
submit war matchup. Okay.
Now you're going to put in your attacker team.
Let's say it was nowhere. Okay. I select it.
Yep.
Attacker
and then
TC.
How strong? Take your team's TCP and round it to the nearest 1,000.
All right. 2 million. And the defenders who were they? They were the Mercs for money, right?
Right. And now, if this was a true submission, I would want you to be as absolutely exact as possible, rounding to the nearest 1,000 in your submission.
Okay.
So if it was like
they were exactly 3 million though, Mac. They were exactly 3 million.
This automatically looks fishy on my end from the submission side. So go ahead and submit your.
It submits
what this does is this lets you actually see how your data affects the numbers real time. Now, when people do submit war matchups, they don't actively go live in the bot until I approve everything. I have a full process and vetting.
So someone can't do all these ridiculous submissions to throw off the bot and making that. No. You do have some manual, like gate or levers that you can get those out.
I have to recognize that if I put a command in a bot and a bot that's being used over 1 million times, that people are going to just arbitrarily put stuff in there and use the command without knowing what it does. So I can very easily tell.
Good.
But this will show you how your information affects it. So you see we've gone from 1 submission to 2 submissions. You see the percentage for the punch-up changes. You see the average for the punch-up changes. So this shows people what their contribution does in real time, how it would affect it. Nice. Now this doesn't hold until I submit it on my end, but this shows you how it affects the data.
Now you mentioned a leaderboard as well. What is a leaderboard for Gambot?
So Gambot is basically this open bot of statistics and metrics as well. I have a /command called lookup. And within the lookup, you can actually see what's the daily use for, click that, sure.
See it.
And then in metric, you can see what's the daily use for Gambot, what's the commands, how are they being used, just hit enter.
Enter.
So
wow.
That shows the monthly breakdown and then the daily breakdown. I haven't compiled June yet because we're not done, but those will show you the counts for each month. So I keep track of metrics. How many commands are being used? How many times the player's been or a character's been accessed? How many times the team's been accessed? Which way they were accessed, etc. It's all stored in the bot, and people can see it if they want it. One of those things is a war submission leaderboard. So if you were to do lookup and then scroll down to the bottom to submission leaderboard.
Submission leaderboard. Okay.
Click enter. It'll show you all the people who have submitted and what their submissions are. So you've got, the leader with Nosferatu Zod up there, crushing
That's
it.
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. If you look really close, you'll see another envoy on the list cruising up at 24.
I saw him earlier. I saw him up there. Where did he go? Where did he go?
24.
There he is. 24 right there. Here's up there. Nice. But just give back, just to have a little love to people who are submitting. So once people do a submission, if your submission is valid and accepted into the bot, your name gets added into a tally. And then gamifying the submissions. I like it. Win this game. Who's going to get the most?
Hey, there are times when sometimes you just don't know how to find a command, or you don't know if a command exists in the bot.
Yeah.
So
that's me. That was me before this video.
Oh yeah. Well, I have two ways to access a help command. There's a / command that goes to Gambot help. You can also access it with an exclamation point and just do G help.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
and
nice.
What that does, it brings up this, and it's got a couple of buttons on here, and then it walks through some of the basics of how to access these commands. So if you were to click on character, for instance. So what this does is this shows you kind of a breakdown of what the character looks like, how to access a characters in Gambot, and see the information that's displayed there for team list. So this help command will kind of give you a good entry into what the bot does, how to access it. If you were to use the / command gambot.help, or I'm sorry, gambot_help, it actually DMs you, and it will actually send you a DM with the commands.
Right here.
Yeah.
And I can enter?
Yep. And then it tells you, hey, I just DM'd you with some assistance.
So I just got some DMs.
Yep. Gambot just slid into your DMs, Valley.
Oh, it's... And Mac, I know this is related to war, but I noticed we brought the character screen here, and one of the big things the community is complaining about, there's nowhere to see the safety, the ISO 8 and assist attack in-game or on the website for some of these characters. But Gambot has that. How do we get that from Gambot? Because I know Gambot has that.
Yeah, so I break down the character JSONs, and I break down those safeties myself to be able to parse it apart and put it. And then once I do that for the characters, I put it into the bot immediately. So what you do is you go to character. So let's do / command character. And what character you want to go look at?
Let's say Void Knight. Void Knight.
Okay, character. There you go.
Character list?
Nope.
A character.
There, character. Void Knight.
Void Knight. Okay.
Just hit enter. Great. So now we can go to abilities.
Abilities.
So this is going to show you his basic ability. Now, here's something that you may not know, is I actually pull these from the API. I do not type these in myself. I have a filter, so I pull this information directly in from the API. I then add filters to it to give it the bolds for certain characters, for numbers and the effects that you see on here for the team names and stuff like that. And then I paste it. So every time you're looking at this, you're looking at data directly from the API, not old stuff.
Nice.
So we're looking at his basics. So you'll click the minus ability to go back, and this is now his assist. So this is the safety. So as you use the level plus and level minus buttons, it'll advance through and it'll tell you what's going on with his safety.
I see what it's doing. Okay, so we wanted this all the way to. So all this stuff is in the game, Mac. It's just they don't ever show it to us.
Right. I'm trying to make the invisible. I'm taking the curtain and pulling it back. So
this is awesome. This is great.
And what I do is I break down so you can see what has the change been. If we've gone from flipping 2 effects to 3 effects, you see the Gambot purple arrow in there showing you.
All right, so I'm super happy we had this conversation. I've been wanting to know how to use this, but I haven't seen a video on how to use Gambot. So now we got a video up. Community can watch this, submit their submissions, and war is about to get a lot easier for you and your Lions, hopefully.
Oh, I am so grateful for the opportunity to be able to just showcase this out. You giving me the forum to be able to do this. I'm so humbled, Valley, and hopefully we can get out there. And when Scopely does things like drop down these take away our war-ready offensive stats, so then we have to all of a sudden war is like, what? These teams that were working are no longer working, and what do we do? And what are my other recourse on alternatives? Yeah. People know they've got Gambot they can be able to look to and kind of use as an additional resource, just to kind of take some of the guesswork out.
Yeah. So we're gonna get your submissions in, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha Flight, Mercs for Money, any other newer teams that come out between now and enter them all so the community knows and we smash everything.
Absolutely. So, and if people can't find a team and there's a team not in there, all you have to do is there's a feature request. You can send me a note or just contact and reach out to me, ping me on my server, and we'll get that team added in. If it's a meta team that people are using, we can get it in. Awesome.
Well, thank you once again. Hold on. Where are we going to point them to? The Discord server? Do you have a YouTube? Where do you want to?
No, send them to the Discord server.
Call to action. Discord server.
Discord server.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks once again, Brother Mac. Make sure you guys check out his Discord server. Get Gambot on your server if it's not already there. I mean, it's on a lot of Alliance servers already, but if it's not on your Alliance server, you could add it right now. Thanks again, Brother Mac. And if you want to check out what are the best characters to take in a Dark Dimension right now, check out the video up there. Check out Gambot, and I'll see you guys next time. Mag, are you ready for this Hulk fist bump?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. ValleyFlyin, MacItaly, Hulk fist bump. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Smash ValleyFlyin out.